Hi Gemini, I'm Ashley with Divine Vibes Tarot, here to bring you your divine vibes for the new moon in Pisces, February 27th, 2025 at 4:44 p.m. Weird. So letting go of something from the past, having victory over something that was maybe plaguing you. There's a big energy here of you getting back to nature, surrounding yourself with things that are maybe a better way to say it is giving yourself the space to connect with the divine, with things I'm getting like space, nature, opening your heart, clearing your mind, vast opportunity, open spaces, a lot about open space here. The fourth chakra card is showing up, so that definitely talks about expanding your heart. We have the envy card here, which I'm going to clarify. I don't want to say too much about this. Part of what I'm hearing is that it's clearing the deck of people who don't support you, who maybe feign support for you but aren't genuinely supportive of you, because really it's envy. The other part I'm hearing is like balancing you in that energy of who are you envious of and why, right? Because we also have the angel of balance here. So around this new moon, I see you really needing to go within and also getting creative here, right? Also, this tends to be your second chakra deals with your sexuality. So there could be some, you know, a little bit of passionate energy around, but let's clarify some of this. I want to start with this envy card because there's a time at which you realize that whoever you are envious of, whoever you are looking at, whoever you are trying to emulate, you are emulating it from your perspective of this person. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is actually this person's reality. So a lot of this is your projection. And I think you're coming out of that, realizing that it doesn't necessarily mean what you are looking for or what you see. It's what you're looking for. It is what you are looking for. So let's clarify this envy card, if that makes sense. It's almost like throwing stones at a glass house. That's what I hear, throwing stones at a glass house. Like there's a jealousy factor here, whether that's you or the other energy. There's this competitive nature. Clarify the envy card for Gemini around this February full moon. If you would like a personal reading, you can go to my webpage, www.DivineVibezTarot.com. I also feel like there's something here that is like someone putting on airs, all in line with that, right? It's all either you or the other person. Trying to make everything look like, look a certain way, right? It's not genuine. It's just a facade. We get the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords, the Judgment card, the Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords, Justice, Lovers, Three of Cups, and Ace of Wands with Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there's a part of you that disconnected from your intuition, and you just kept being pulled back to this situation. You may have moved on from this situation, and for some reason it's like you want to hang on to it because you can't stop thinking about it. You could get clarity around it. Dragonflies could be significant. Also, I'm seeing like the dandelions, summertime, right? Sunsets. There's something here about you being pulled back into this time of your life over and over and over again. And maybe this person is still in your sphere, but you don't interact like you once did. Maybe you were in a relationship at one point. Maybe you were very close family members. Maybe you were, I'm hearing like cousins, like, and maybe you were closer at one point, and there has been some, you know, a shakeup here. So it sort of pulled you apart. It ended at some point. Maybe you thought your intuition was guiding you towards this connection or away from this connection, and you thought you had clarity, and then you just couldn't stop thinking about it. You couldn't put it down. Justice, the energy of justice is here. Also Libra energy could be here to show you that there is a significance to this connection. I see a celebration. I see a new beginning. I see equal give and take. So whether that be you moving away from this connection, it could be finally like closing this out. But this is definitely an intense spiritual connection. And you are protected through this. Both of the energies here are protected. Remember, even if it appears that the other energy is behaving in a certain way, a lot of that can be your projection on this energy. You are really needing to go within. You could also be dealing with a Virgo here, who has moved on. They have moved on, and it could almost be like you are pulling on this energy to come back towards you. They were not happy to move on, but they felt like they had no other option here. Aquarius could also be significant. Six of Swords is here, moving on, showing the light. I mean, they did a lot of soul searching to make this decision, or to make this decision now. They are doing a lot of soul searching. This is not something they take lightly. They put a lot of work into this. Yeah, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. Closed down, but still, you know, they may be closing down this connection, but still have capacity of love for you and all that they learned from this situation. But the stress of this commitment was just way too much for them. And maybe an energy of passion. There could be a surge of passion here in this connection, and it will then stable out. I see this partnership slowing, like the energy of it slowing way down, and almost like someone slicing it out of their energy. And I see you again. Now, I think this is you. being very upset with this going the way it was. But there was a part of you that wasn't totally honest with this person about how you felt and what you saw for this partnership. And I see you still ruminating on, this could have been it, this could have been that. You have to, I think, cut your losses and move on here. There's a lot of energy of self-care that needs to be brought to the forefront. And I think that's what you're seeing in this other energy is they were able to transmute the energy of ending, the energy of loss, and make something out of it. And I think that you watching them growing and expanding and creating is making you, it's like taking away from you. So I would just shift the focus, because you have your own desires and healing that need to happen, and you have the potential to make that happen. So I would just shift your focus. Again, Aquarius energy showing up here. There is connection with the divine about using this as a lesson to move forward. I want to move away from this energy because it's pretty intense. Let's look at this 4th chakra card. Again, opening your heart. You may have closed your heart down after this connection, just to be done with it, just to move on. And maybe you didn't realize that your heart was closed down. Maybe you've been functioning from a place of disconnection or dissociation for a while. Whew. That energy is pretty heavy. All right, let's clarify. I'm hearing Taurus, if Taurus is significant for you. Let's clarify this heart chakra card for Gemini. Stargazing, looking at the sky. That could, you know, give you that sense of expansion that you need for your heart, because I feel like your heart is in a lot of pain. You need to transmute that pain. And the dissociation, the distractions with keeping tabs on someone else, with checking, that's not going to help you move forward. That's not going to help you expand. And the whole point of these situations is for growth and expansion. How can you turn the focus back onto yourself, Gemini? Clarify this 4th chakra, please. It deduces to the number 11, so a master number here, beginning again. Some of you out there might feel a little compulsive at this time, and that's, I think, why the angel of balance is here. Ooh, the magician, manifesting. What are we manifesting, Gemini? What do you want to manifest? An offer of love. Yeah, you want this still here. There was someone who you found very attractive, that you're very drawn to, that you really saw a higher commitment with, and you want the pain of this to be gone. I think that compulsive energy that I'm feeling is you like, this may be like the purge, right? This may be the end of, I feel like the last bit of this connection, just like coming back for the last time. I think after this, you're gonna let this go. You want to close out the cycle so that you can feel fully embodied in love and genuine connection. I think with someone else. But you need some space from this in order to get that clarity. Yeah, when I split the deck to the Lovers, it's that deep connection. It's a past life connection for sure. You guys had karma that you needed to balance out. And I think this is the very end of it. So leading up to the new moon, you're going to feel that compulsive energy, that darker energy. And I think whatever manifests out of that is going to encourage you to totally detach. So let's hope for that, because you want to be able to have this peace. Look how peaceful she is. Peace, innocence, connection to the divine. You want to be able to move forward, and you want to look back at this with gratitude, right? You learned lessons with this energy. You learned lessons alongside this energy. Clarify the Angel of Balance. Four of Swords, healing. The World card. Right, this is the end of that healing cycle. We have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's been very hard to maintain your stability through this. High Priestess and the Star with the Four of Cups. You've been unhappy with how long this is taking and the results you've received. What am I seeing? A hawk. Hawks and eagles are significant. You're like, don't be afraid to observe in nature to get the signs like we talked about at the beginning. You needing that time and space to expand. This has been a heavy road for you. And I think some things have come to your awareness about yourself that you were not privy to, that you didn't think that you... what am I trying to say? That you didn't think was... part of you. Maybe it's something that kind of shocked you about yourself that came out. Maybe you were a little more immature than you would have liked to have been. So maybe you were a little petty. Shocker. Gemini. No offense. I have my North Node in Gemini, so I do have some Gemini placements. You're wanting a new beginning, and you're ready to communicate that from a place of love. Just be mindful that there's no revenge. This is showing up as revenge to me. And that's, you know, that's a, what's the word? It's a low frequency aspect of this energy. So not all of you are going to resonate with that. But if you have contemplated revenge in this situation, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Leo, I see some Leo energy here. How do we get past this? Yeah, you're going to have to let this go. I can see you being very passionate about this and wanting to go back again and like check on this. Why? Like, why are you so attached to this energy from the past? It could be a sibling you've lost connection with. It could be somebody that did you wrong. Revenge is not the answer. You want to maintain that maturity. And if you need help to shift this energy, get some support. Talk about it. Because if you continue to perseverate, ruminate on this energy, man, I don't know who this is for, but definitely strong energy. I see a lot of earth energy. Taurus is showing up heavy. Scorpio fixed energy is here. And that balance is going to come in. It's like if you have this crazy attraction towards this other energy. Maybe it is a sibling. Maybe you'll meet again in the next lifetime. But I would say the best thing for you to do is to let go. If you cannot let go, block them. Do not contact them. Get them out of your energy the best that you can. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice for Gemini. Advice for Gemini for the new moon. 3 cards. Three cards for Gemini. Advice for Gemini. And then we're going to get some energy from Psycho-Cybernetics. Pass that out there. Yeah, so you have the 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Star. Focus on the things that you really love, that really get your heart going. Find your balance. You have a lot of abundance available to you right now, and I think getting out in nature is going to help you see that abundance, feel that abundance, and move through this energy. I do think it's sort of like a purge, like the cleansing of this energy, and hopefully you will be able to process this without an issue. All right, let's get some advice from Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Advice for Gemini. I know it's hard if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's hard to get outside to do things right now because it's so cold. But if you can get outside, if you can get, you know, just try to switch things up a little bit. Lean on your supports. Reach out for help. Messages for Gemini. Build yourself a quiet room in your mind. Men seek retreats for themselves, houses in the country, seashores and mountains, and thou too art wont to desire such things very much, said Marcus Aurelius. But this is altogether a mark of the most common sort of men. For it is thy power, whenever thou shalt choose to retire into thyself. For nowhere, either with more quiet or more freedom from trouble, does a man retire than into his own soul, particularly when he has within him such thoughts, that by looking into them he is immediately in perfect tranquility. And I affirm that tranquility is nothing else than the good ordering of the mind. Constantly then give to thyself this retreat and renew thyself. During the last days of World War II, hold on, confirmation sneeze. During the last days of World War II, someone commented to President Harry Truman that he appeared to bear up under the stress and strain of the presidency better than any previous president, that the job did not appear to have aged him or sapped his vitality, and that this was rather remarkable, especially in view of the many problems that confronted him as a wartime president. His answer was, I have a foxhole in my mind. He went on to say that just as a soldier retreated into his foxhole for protection, rest, and recuperation, he periodically retired into his own mental foxhole, where he allowed nothing to bother him. Your own decompression chamber. Each person needs a quiet room inside his own mind, a quiet center within him, like the deep of the ocean that is never disturbed, no matter how rough the waves may become on the surface. This quiet room within, which is built in imagination, works as a mental and emotional decompression chamber. It depressurizes you from tensions, worry, pressures, stresses, and strains, refreshes you, and enables you to return to your workday world better prepared to cope with it. It is my belief that each personality does already have a quiet center within, which is never disturbed and is unmoved, like the mathematical point in the very center of a wheel or axle that remains stationary. What we need to do is to find the quiet center within us and retreat into it periodically for rest, recuperation, and renewed vigor. One of the most beneficial prescriptions that I have ever given patients is the advice to learn to return into this quiet, tranquil center. And one of the best ways that I have found for entering this quiet center is to build for yourself in imagination a little mental room. Furnish this room with whatever is most restful and refreshing to you. Perhaps beautiful landscapes if you like paintings, a volume of your favorite verse if you like poetry. The colors of the walls are your own favorite pleasant colors, but should be chosen from the restful hues of blue, light green, yellow, gold. The room is plainly and simply furnished. There are no distracting elements. It is very neat and everything is in order. Simplicity, quietness, beauty are the keynotes. It contains your favorite AC chair. From one small window, you can look out and see a beautiful beach. The waves roll in upon the beach and retreat, but you cannot hear them, for your room is very, very quiet. Take as much care in building this room in your imagination as you would in building an actual room. Be thoroughly familiar with every detail. Your own decompression chamber, Gemini. Yes, that is the answer. All right, Gemini, those are your divine vibes for the new moon in Pisces on February 27th. I will see you soon.